Episode 8, A Hero's Tale. Having been in this forest for a week, Yami Angelo was suffering badly. Luckily, water had been easy to find thanks to the local flora. However, food was a very different matter. Yami stumbled around the forest, desperate for anything that looked mildly edible. Breathing heavily, his strength finally gave out. He collapsed, rolling onto his back and cursing his terrible luck. Tears seeped out as despair creeped into the space left by his exhausted frustration. Just as he was ready to give up and sleep until the painful and bitter end, a tentacle, curled around an apple, slid into view.
See, the hallucinations have started,
he thought. Even with this thought, he still reached out for the fruit, grasping it and taking the fruit to his lips. Biting into it, its sweetness shattered Yami's despair.
Real food?
He barely even bothered chewing, practically swallowing the chunks he bit off. The fruit did little to satisfy his intense hunger, but it was enough for him to sit up and regain his hope. In front of him, a thinker was watching, a feast laid on a pile of leaves before it. Nervously, Yami took another fruit from the pile and ate it. With no repercussions, he began to gorge on the feast.
Thank you, truly. I thought I was a dead man.
Yami spoke, as joyful tears fell from his eyes. The thinker indicated to him to follow it. Journeying a short while through the forest, he was brought to an area filled with large leaf beds. Within this area were several other thinkers, their tentacles connecting with each other. Yami quickly fell in love with this small tribe of thinkers, as they looked after his every need. However, this didn't last long. Yami noticed that one of the thinkers hadn't returned from its usual foraging trip. Concerned, Yami set out into the forest alone to search for his friend. While searching, he heard some familiar voices. Moving as quickly as possible towards them, he listened intensely, just in case he was mistaken.
That's another thinker down.
Yes! Great fucking job! I hated having that fucking voice in my head. Real can't fucking wait to get rid of this shithole critters shit.
The Tambo members discussed. Yami stopped in his tracks.
No, there must be some kind of mistake,
he thought, trying to deny what he had heard. He made a decision and pressed through the foliage.
Hey, Preston and Cranky.
Yami called out to them.
Oh hey, it's Yami.
Preston called back.
Damn it, you fucking look like you got cocked by cinnamon. No wait, I'm kinda into that shit actually. No way, it's kinda fucking hot now that I think about it. I'm not dropping our call later.
Cranky replied.
Oh,
okay.
Everyone reeled back from that one.
What?
Cranky asked, somehow surprised that that was an incredibly weird thing to say.
Anyway, I heard you talk about getting rid of the things. Why are you doing that? Can't you see how wonderful they are?
Yami asked, moving on from Cranky's cook comment.
What do you mean? They make the voice in your head, you know. They are horrible creatures that are a blot on this world.
How can you say that? Have you ever interacted with a thinker before?
Yami asked, hoping that their ignorance could be cleared.
Of fucking course we have tried that. Of course we've done that. It's kind of fucking obvious that these shitholes are only very good for being fucking dead.
What?
Yami exclaimed.
There's no way you guys really know them. Look, come with me. I'll take you to the ones I live with. You'll definitely change your minds once you see how they really are.
Yami led them to his current home, displaying the entire tribe to them with great pride.
Oh wow, you're really right. We will just go to the other Tambo members and show them so they know too, yeah.
Preston lied.
Next day, I returned home to find that a Tambo had annihilated my friends. They played a short meme on repeat for 3 hours to them, Cole.
Yami explained to the very confused Puerto Rican.
That is why I started the Braincell Protection League. If you join us, Tambo's unjust ways can easily be corrected.
Ko was touched by Yami's tale, even finding small manly tears forming in his eyes.
You've convinced me, Yami Angelo. I will help you however I can.
Ko offered decisively.
But I'm just a guy, Yami. There's not much I can do.
Oh, but there is, Ko. We found it.
No! It was here all this time?
Ko yelled in utter shock.
Yeah,
But I am not worthy.
don't worry.
Yami placed a hand on Ko's shoulder.
We will train you. We will have the most sarcasm warrior the world has ever seen.
Ko nodded with even more determination than before.
Shishu, teach me the ways.
He demanded, bowing his head to Yami.
Very well. Let's start getting the poor excuses for a boat up to scratch.
Yami shouted. Days of intense maid training followed. Yami had Ko practice bowing with 2 buckets full of cow's milk hung over his neck, until Ko's bow couldn't be moved by anything less than a divine intervention. Following that, he trained Ko's cleaning ability, having him climb the surrounding trees and scrub every tiny piece of dirt off them until at least 100 trees were unnervingly clean at all times. At last, the time came for Ko's final test of maid ability. The sacred saying of Okaeri natsuimase, Goshushin-sama. Ko gulped under the pressure, sweat pouring from his forehead faster than Nag's hair recedes. Taking a deep breath, he started.
Okaeri nasaimase, gochu-shi-sama.
Ko executed his perfect bow as his voice, smooth as butter, cut through the air, making the entire Braincell Protection League naggasm on the spot.
Congratulations, Ko. You're more than worthy of the pink maid outfit of justice.
Yami nodded, a small, lonely tear rolling down his cheek.
Bring it to our hero. It is final time to face Tambo and bring them to justice.
Ko put on the outfit quickly, allowing the clothes to wear him as if they had been designed specifically for him. With a determined nod, he looked off into the trees.
I'm ready.
All right, Braincell Protection League. Raw out. We have a Tambo club to crush.
Before long, they encountered Tambo surrounding a poor thinker and, to everyone's surprise, Nags. Jumping ahead, because we all know where this is going.
Well, Nags, you must help us defend these beautiful creatures.
Ko said, demanding an answer from his long-nosed friend.
What the fuck is this situation? Why are you wearing a maid outfit? You do look amazing though.
Thanks.
Back off, Braincell Protection League. We won't let you defend.
Okaeri nasaimase, gochu-shi-sama.
Ko interrupted. The entirety of Tambo naggasmed so hard they fell to their knees. Even little Joey peeked his little head. At that moment, a branch snapped off a tree above Nags. Falling toward him, it looked like this would be the last thing Nags would see until Ko jumped forward. He shoulder-barged the branch off its path, saving Nag's skin. Goal achieved.
Huh? But I thought my plot armor skill would keep me safe. How is that Ko saving me?
This is this, that is that. Definitely not because this was the only way I could think of letting Ko achieve his goal.
Oh, I get it. Another one of those, this is my world, so you can't complain thing.
Good that you understand.
Well then, I'm off. See you guys later.
Ko announced, as a Nagnose appeared behind him and sniffed him back into the real world.
Nags, you still need to decide. Help us destroy the Thinkers.
Shy Willy shouted.
No, join us. We'll get you a maid outfit like Ko's.
Yami counter-proposed.
You mean you'll let me cosplay?
Nags asked hopefully.
But wait, the male pattern baldness. Oh, why is this so hard?
A yellow light engulfed Nags, and he found himself in unfamiliar surroundings. A grass plain that stretched down to a golden beach, and in the distance an unfamiliar mountain.
What the fuck is going on in this hellhole?
Written and narrated by some crow. Another huge thank you to my voice actors. Oh, it makes these videos so much better. Pikachu 9002 played Ko. Shwili played himself. Yami Angelo also played himself. Izazi was played by Only Human. And Preston was played by just Zenom.